Dude, look at that one right there. With that white face. Is the camera catching it? They are glowing. Look at all those blue highlights in their fins there. Look at that, look at that. He loves getting up inside that and kind of just weaving himself in and out of the root system. Down here at the bottom, you will see our Farewella catfish. Haven't showed you guys him in a long time. So I haven't showed you guys an update on this aquarium in quite some time. And in that time, this ropefish has gotten quite tame. I just threw some shrimp inside right now, and he always comes up to the top every single evening whenever we do the feedings here. Let me give you a shot from overhead. And look, he'll literally climb out of the water. So cool to watch. Let me get some pellets for him real quick. It's one of the hardest things to do here is film and feed at the same time. But hopefully here in a moment we'll be able to get some cool shots for you guys. Check him out back there. It's such a cool fish. Hang on, let me get in better position. I'll try to get you guys close here. There's the butterfly fish right beside him. Look at that, guys. It's like they're best friends. I get a lot of comments on one of the older ropefish videos always asking me, how does the ropefish do around all the other fish? Well, you can see them right here amongst angels, some killifish, the butterfly fish. We've got red-eye tetras in here. We've got giant Danios. Let me back up a little bit. Try to get it back in focus. Actually just did a pretty big water change yesterday. You can see some of those pellets coming down now, and I wish we would get to see some of the Raphael catfish. I've not seen them in quite some time. Sorry for the glare. It's always hard to film in here during the daytime, but that tank is looking great. I just put a few more bloodworms inside the aquarium. Let's see if the ropefish wants to come over here and get a few more bites. The butterfly fish here is a real hog, and he usually eats more of the bloodworms than any other fish inside the aquarium. Come on, ropefish. Look at him. He's coming up out of the surface right now. Check that out. How cool is that, guys? Let me try to hold it steady for you guys. I would have to go back and look at the dates on the original videos. We have had this fish for quite some time now. Well over a year. And he is by far one of my favorite fish inside this particular aquarium. The plant that you see there growing so well is actually a water sprite. And check that out. He loves getting up inside that and kind of just weaving himself in and out of the root system. Down here at the bottom, you will see our Farewella catfish. Haven't showed you guys him in a long time. And that is still one of the most exotic looking freshwater fish that I have ever owned. One of the closest fish that I've ever had that looks like an ancient dinosaur of some sort. Those platinum angels are doing great. Look at that, guys. Is the camera catching it? They are glowing. Look at all those blue highlights in their fins there. Look at that, look at that. Beautiful fish. That fish right there, I'm not even sure what it's called, Molly or something maybe. That came out of my brother Tyler's tank. He's actually been raising quite a few bettas and having quite luck with it. He's got babies right now, so he's doing great. And anyways, he needed to get rid of a few fish, and he's actually who brought those beautiful, beautiful killifish down here, along with that golden molly or whatever that golden fish was right there. I don't even know. Hang on, I'll show you guys the other aquarium if I can get a clear shot of it. And inside this aquarium, we've got two little rescue turtles here. And I can't quite tell. I've had a hard time getting both in a shot. But pretty sure that one right there is a cooter. And I believe that one right there is a slider. And both of these are doing great inside here right now with our sunfish. Look how colorful this guy is getting. He is doing great. Look at that orange belly, man. And then down here in the very bottom, the catfish that Chloe caught last year out of the creek. He's doing great as well. Everyone inside this tank, they're all just doing fantastic. Everyone eats as soon as I throw some pellets in. Let me see if I can get you guys a feeding shot. So I just threw some pellets in. This sunfish, he loves them. It's actually the same pellets from Blue Ridge Koi Farms that I feed all the koi fish outside in the big pond. And these turtles love them just the same. Sorry guys for the lighting in here. It's going to be really hard for me to get a good shot at this time of day. And I'm super excited about the relationship that this sunfish and I have built over the last year plus. This guy is super cool. He's got tons of personality, and he's as interactive with me as any fish that I have ever purchased at any of the fish stores that I've ever been to in my entire life. Not many people have ever seen this betta fish right here, but this is a beautiful, beautiful betta fish, and he loves this little ecosystem that he's in. I did a big water change on this one as well yesterday, but all of these plants in here, they're mainly all just peace lilies, and they are all doing great. You'll see some fresh air bubbles where I just did the water change yesterday, but he's ready for some food, and I'll go around and feed all the betta fish now. And this golden betta fish right here, he is my most aggressive feeder. He'll literally jump completely out of the water sometimes in an attempt to get these pellets. Let me see if I can get a little better focus on him. That's a beautiful fish right there. And whenever I bought him today at Petco, that fish was like $7.99. And typically all of the other betta fish that I have bought were all like $24.99 or something. So I think I scored on that one, or maybe they even possibly had him mislabeled, because he sure does look cool to me. This may be my favorite betta fish right here, and I do need to clean his glass, but he is a super aggressive eater as well, and I cannot even remember the exact name of that. Black orchid or something like that. Not 100% sure, but look at that, guys. Look at the blues and the blacks. Everything contrasts so well on that fish. Dude, he is by far my favorite betta fish that we own. And inside this 5-gallon Fluval, we have our two female betta fish, and these are two of the prettiest female betta fish that I have ever seen. I handpicked both of those fish quite some time ago, and both are doing great inside here. We did have a few others, but they ended up bullying those. And now we have these two remaining, and they have been together, like I said, for quite some time. And as you can see, let me see if I can get you guys a closer shot. Look at that. Look at those colors. Man, that's a nice one. I love that white one right there. And this is a cool view of this aquarium right here, because you can see both sides of that piece of driftwood. Check out that snail right there. I wonder how close I can get and keep it in focus. Let me back up. Look at him cleaning the glass, guys. Check that out. Can you see the mouth on that snail? Do work, son. Here's another really pretty one that you didn't get to see a few moments ago. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Man, it's kind of hard to get it on that curve. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, how that black just fades into that electric blue or whatever you want to call it. Man, I love these betta fish. And I loved all of my trained koi and goldfish, guys. Let's see if these guys are ready for a little breakfast this morning. Let me grab a handful of this food here and see if we can't get a little action coming up here for you guys. Check it out. Look at this, guys. This is just a dirt bottom pond here, but it is being fed by a well, and these fish are growing like crazy, man. Most of these fish came from my buddy Dan Womack up at Savannah Springs Koi Farm in Calhoun, Tennessee, as well as a ton of them came from Blue Ridge Koi Farms up in North Carolina. And these are all the premium select quality normal koi and butterfly koi fish as well. We have got some incredible specimens. Man, I love all these colors. And I did add a big diamond sturgeon, well, not a big one, but a baby diamond sturgeon last summer. I've never seen the fish again yet. I'm hoping he's still in here. And who knows, maybe we'll have a giant sturgeon come swimming up on us here in a couple videos soon. How cool would that be? And I'm not the only one that enjoys feeding the fish. The cats like watching, the dogs like watching, and the geese and ducks, they all love eating the fish food as well. Everyone loves the fish pellets from Blue Ridge Koi Farms. That larger orange one right there, he's the biggest one that we currently have, and that is one of the ones that I got from Dan last summer. He is doing great, man. He is always like in slow motion though. He never gets in a hurry. But dude, the other day over at my friend Bailey's house, take a look at how aggressive these koi fish are. Dude, look at that one right there with that white face. Dude. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing an update on all the fish. I mainly just wanted to show you guys the rope fish coming up to the top because, man, I think that's so cool. But I've got to go out here now and start watering all these trees. We've got over 100 trees here on this farm, and many of them are still in pots that I've got to plant. And it just never ends, guys. So appreciate your time as always. Hope you enjoyed the update, and we'll talk to all of you again soon inside that next video.